Jaja Ragadi.
Yes, sir.
Ogamba otya munaye.
Bulungi.
Tubadde tukusanze wano ku UPRS bamaze okulonda naye ebivudde mu kulonda nga ggwe kwegamba okkiriziganya nabyo.
Bidi okay. Because to making sure nti abantu balondebwa abalina credentials. Twagala abantu abasomye abana at least degree marketing mu business abantu abasobola mu legal. Twetaaga board board members balina okubeera ne legal intellectuality balina okubanga bamanyi amateeka. That's one. Tulina okuba n'abantu abalina marketing techniques to market UPRS, to sensitize nga bawulidde abantu batamanya kusasula UPRS ya mugaso. Sente tumije zikollectinga. This is a collective society. Uganda efirwa sente nyingi nnyo ti abantu bagala okugula music niti bamanyi we balina kusasula. Abantu bagala okubeera nti basasula abayimbi ba Uganda niti bamanyi watufu we balina kusasula. So kyetaaga kitunzi omuntu atembeeta system eno okubanga nnungi. Government collecting emisolo kyangu abantu tebana problem na kusasula emisolo kuba omuntu agula CD ng'ajagala. Agula CD ng'ajagala. Naye kati problem wedi tibobeera ne bad collection system sente zifanga bawulidde badde boogera badde boogera ti mu myaka 5 tusobola okuba ntuwezeza 100 billion mu myaka 5 kakati mu myaka 5 twali muyimbi yandibadde afa nga tunoonya sente za keesi twali muyimbi yandibadde afa nga talina sente. Abayimbi balina ebintu ebyo bakozesa okuva mu bwongo ne bigenda ne bifuuka mu sente abantu babyagala bigula naye oli agamba njagala CD ya Ragadi naye tamanyi watufu wagigula. So twagala tutereeza embeera eyo nga ba consumers ne ba producers basanyufu omuyimbi nga musanyufu ne gwe bajjeko sente ogula CD nga musanyufu TV nga nsanyufu. Yes.
Jaja Ragadi tubadde tusuubira okulaba abayimbi naddala beeyita abanene naye tetubalabyewo naye ate twabanga twogera nabo bagamba nti UPRS okuva emabega sente bazekusa bokka
anti bazekusa kwa system badde mbinga bogirabye bali balonzo UPRS nga tekuli bantu balina credentials. That is one. Two, bali balonzo UPRS nga beeronze tewali bantu balala kati tulonze TV wezirigwe totanga wetuli.
Yes sir.
Kakati nze seyagaliza nze noanye ekintu kino okutereera ne seyagaliza nze nfuuke mukulembeze no neyagaliza nti ngambe njagala balonda abantu mu lujjudde era abantu balondera mu ki mu lujjudde. I'm very happy because at the end of the day this is where we are streamlining the business. Abantu bategeere nti guno mulimu si kyakuzanyiramu si byakweraga. Abantu bategeere nti music wa Uganda bw'obanga omaze okuva ku byokulima kyekiddako tewali Uganda kitunda kirala. Abayimbi bano bola bawulira Eddie Kenzo, olira Mashiba, olira Byebiluma, olira Chameleone, olira Ragadi. Amanya ge bakoze business kya bulambuzi. Waliwo omuntu ava e Rwanda oba ava e Kenya wa South Africa ngaze kula muyimbi gwe yawulira. Naye kakati gyagenda omusanga omuyimbi talina. That is one. Two, twagala streamlining ekino ekintu guno mulimu abantu baleme biteekamu bya bufuzi baleme biteekamu bya ndowooza ndala guno mulimu nti music gwe newe watonjagala olimba nga lulungi olutwala. So abantu bano njagala bageme bave wano olwaliro bategeere ti abayimbi abanene ekibafuula abanene bakyalina chance nti waliwo agula music waabwe bwe banaatuuka nga balwadde amaloboozi tegakyayimba bwe banaatuuka nga balwadde bali mu ddwaliro music waabwe waliwo bajja omukozesa nga tebafunyeemu. Njagala ku example family ya Moza Radio olwaliro yandibadde erina benzi yandibadde emaliriza ennyumba yandibadde eri bulungi music wa Moza Radio akuba buli wamu ne bwanga tewali muntu agenda kuŋŋaanya royalties ze kitegeeza yafa bufiye n'afa n'ebibye. Abantu nga Jimmy Katumba bayimbadde ati waabwe yandibadde akyakola. Abantu nga Philip Bongo Lutaya Christmas lwetuuka abantu ofulumya CD ne CD ziva wani. So bwe tutereeza ekintu ekyo kyonna family ya Philip Bongo Lutaya terifa bwavu buli Christmas lwenetuuka babeera kushiwa ddiru Christmas bagenda gira nga balina akawumbi awaka ne buli omu akuba wish ya Merry Christmas Philip yakuba oluyimba naye tafunamu. Kakati omuntu oyo omuyimbi tafa music wasigala akyayimba. We want to keep the legacy. We want to keep the wealth. Tukipinge olaba bawire mukabya olaba sebatta abasajja abo bayimbye emyaka gyonna bandibadde music waabwe sente zijja ku simu zaabwe nga tebamanyi nani aziweereza. Naye kati management ewe teberawo kivula abayimbi babonabo kyetulwanako olwaleero nti ne bwoba toliiwo singa omanyi abantu meka bakwata obuyima ne babuteeka ku ssimu bo baagala okusasula kuba tekagendako bwereere naye tebamanya ani azitwala ate bazitwala tebamanya ani azigabira omuyimbi so eproblemu ebaddewo UPRS abaddewo naye nga bakuŋŋaanya essente tebalaga ani agenda ziwaani tebalaga baani abafuna kyobadde owulira boogerako nti waliwo abantu ng'amanya baagaddamu waliwo abantu nga temanyi ssente gye baazigabira waliwo abantu nga ssente baazirya kyenjagala kiggwewo
tweyanziza nnyo tulambula.
We are waiting for the results, they are voting, and then when we come here we shall also take out those that vote for both. For one person. Are you here? Are you here? Do we have these candidates here? Yes. Are they here? Justin? No. For the first category, Justin Ahura and Andrew Ahura and Justin. Where are you?
Please come. You stay.
Justin Basima is here. And where's Ahura? Andrew? Ahura is online. So, before we disclose what is online, the results so far, can we have a show of hands for the members here? For Justin Ahura, Justin Basima. Justin Basima, secretary, please count. Justin Basima is here.
Voting for Justin Basima.
Yes. You count. We need assistance here. The secretariat. Can you be arrested? Please come and help. We need to decide. Just for the physical meeting. How many votes we have for Justin?
Yes, we count. Yeah, of course.
Voting is strictly for members, please. Only members.
Here, Justin Basima had 33, and then Ahura Andrew. How many are voting for Ahura Andrew? One here. Their findings. And one of the issues or the terms of reference that they were supposed to do is to ensure that we have a special general meeting to elect new leaders. And from this agenda item, we're going to listen to the issues that need amendment because the old Articles of Association has many gaps and we want to make it better as we want to progress. And so you're going to listen into the areas that need changes and members will comment. And then after we shall elect new members, the board members that made applications and those that were listed by the regulator. I want us to be on the same page because Mr. Rede doesn't know what we are doing so far. Madam Sesanga, I thank you for asking about the timelines of the leadership. I think the reports were clear. Let me not preempt Mr. Karamaji's response about the timelines, but we are changing it to, we are changing the new leadership. And we have, because the current, from the report, the current board did not have, was not elected properly and did not have the minimum requirements. And so we are trying to rectify that by getting a new team on board. Yes, but Mr. Karamaji.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I think the question Madam Sesanga asks is one about the 8 years. It's about the 8 years. Perhaps it appears to me that you misunderstood what Derek was talking about or what the report of the internal audit referred to. The 8 years seem to be referred to Mr. Osula at the helm. And yes, it is true that there was an election last year, and our findings in that regard, as contained in our report, are that there was no quorum that warranted that allowed for that election to continue. I have also mentioned in our report, the brief I gave, that the constitution of that board was not consistent with what was stated in the articles. So to that extent, that board would not be a legal one. And it would appear, I think, if you could hear from the regulator's terms, I think there is a pronouncement to that effect about that board. On the issue of where this 8 years comes from, where she get, if you listen to that report brief carefully, it talked about interviewees. Yes, there were interviewees, people who were invited to appear before a committee and the ad hoc committee, and what they stated. The conclusion and the finding of the committee is that members did not know. There was also a lack of proper knowledge about the running of the CMO. I hope that answers it.
Thank you, KK. We are going to the next stage. Yes.
I'm really wondering, and I don't know whether I'm ashamed, but I always feel proud when I'm saying the truth. I'm like asking, and my CEO is here, former, that when we, because what I know, when UPRS is making in kind of a conflict like this, where we're electing people, URSP is the mother body. Were you informed or you aren't? Because it's really a shame to feel that we committee members or the elected members to take that kind of action to take place. I feel URSP, who is the mother body, should have been informed to take part of that. Were you informed when we are being elected by that time, or you weren't?
Thank you very much. I didn't want us to go back to the past because the findings have been made, and like the documentation exposed, most of these decisions that were made required to be made under or within the AGM, which according to the law was not complied with. And even when you look at the database of the company registry, because UPRS is registered as a company limited by guaranteed non-profit making entity, some of those documents are missing. And so we are trying to do the right things as UPRS. So whatever we are doing is within the law, and even this next stage that we are going to, ladies and gentlemen, is deciding on amendment of articles of association. Articles of association under the law are your constitution. If you're going to appoint the board, what should be the designs? If you're going to do this, what should you do? If you're going to open accounts, how should you do this? So it's going to guide you. The current constitution or articles that you have some challenge, and we need to amend them, and decisions are made in this meeting. So Madam Rita is going to tell you the areas that are going to be, that need amendment, and after here we take out what we call a special resolution, which is registered with URSB again, which institution is charged with registration of these documents, so that everything is done within the law and transparently. Rita, you can take us now.
Thank you, Madam Chair.